it's not a bad thing. Really, it's I don't wanna, syempre, like what you said, medyo bata ka pa. Ayoko naman sabihin sa'yo na yung nararamdaman mo walang silbihan. No, it's not that. It's just that don't be too stressed out about it too much. What I can tell you is almost everyone, if not in fact everyone who started the business, the number one reason, if not maybe ilan pa nga, the only reason is to make money. Okay, the helping, the contributing, the charity, all of that, it comes later. All right.
All right, here we go.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, RP. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, RP. Hi, Chris.
Okay. So, new location, Ryan, Chris.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So, to those who are watching, if you're wondering kung nasan kami, we are still at Founders. As you can see, I have the Founders logo behind me. We are just at the sa gilid no training room.
Training room.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, ayun. So, for today's podcast, Chris, what is our topic?
Reasons to go into business.
Yes, our topic for
Nice.
today is your reason for going into business. And the reason for this topic is brought to us by Jhay Dizon. So
Yes.
Jay sent us a question
Thank you,
in
Jay.
YouTube. Thank you, Jay. And I'm going to read his question in a little while. But first, let me welcome you all to the Founders Podcast. If you are new here, in this podcast, we talk about the entrepreneurial journey, as well as tips and strategies on how to become a better entrepreneur. If that's something that interests you, please stick around, watch some of our other podcasts, and engage. We would love to hear from you guys. We try and do this once a week. If you have something to say, something to contribute, if you have a question, please do not hesitate to leave a comment down below in YouTube or in Facebook or wherever you are listening or watching this.
Yes, that would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's start. Here you have RP.
Chris.
And here is Ryan.
Yeah, and again, welcome to the podcast. So you guys ready to begin?
Yes, yes.
All
I'm
right,
excited for
let's
this
do
one.
this.
Okay, so again, title is Your Reason for Going into Business. And the reason for this title is, like what I said earlier, is brought to us by a question from Jhay Dizon. Let me just read this question, guys.
Okay.
So his question is, Hi sir, just want to get your advice on something. Me and 6 other friends of mine started a food business just recently. I'm the youngest in our group and have the least experience when it comes to businesses, and whenever I get asked, where do you see this business going, I can't really come up with a good answer, because the general answer for those type of questions is us getting rich or our business would be thriving and so forth. But what I really want to answer is something more personal, but I just can't come up with anything. All I can think of right now is how I can help our business grow and do my part. What's bothering me is that kind of is that kind of attitude bad? So yun pala yung tanong niya.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's not being able to see where your business could lead to wrong. Just really want to know how I should be or what can I bring to the table, so to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you take your time. I hope you can take your time to answer my question, and more power to you guys. Wow, thank you very much, Jhay Dizon.
Yeah.
He said na he's the youngest sa group nila.
Yeah.
I hope you mention how old you are so that we can have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay? Kasi syempre, that would put us in a better frame of mind as far as giving you the advice or giving you, the answer that you're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
Guys, the question of Jay is, well, he says that he gets asked, where do you see this business going? And he cannot think of a good answer.
Yeah.
And the answers that normally he thinks of are the typical ones na, well, in short, magkapera, kumita.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he thinks, is this bad? So let's answer that first.
Yeah. I think first, before that, I think I have to compliment him first, right?
Yes.
I think him thinking about these kinds of things, right, shows a level of self-awareness, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So I hats off to you. You may be, I don't know, like I said, it would have been nice if we know how old he is. But either way, him to think that, he wants to do better, what is wrong, what can he do, asking someone for help, that is a sign of, self-awareness and maturity. So hats
Yes.
off.
Actually, maganda nga yun.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Thank you very much, Chris. Ryan, what do you think?
Dun sa question niya. hard dun sa comment niya.
So, what do you think yung sa iniisip niya na, is it bad na iniisip mo lang when it comes to business?
Actually,
Ay, yung pagkita.
yes, totoo naman yan. Yun yung, kumbaga, isa sa mga goal natin. Pero actually, kumbaga, sa goal natin, dami tayong pagdadaanan.
Mhm.
So, what I think you should ask yourself muna, for me, is, for example, if bago pa kayo na business owners or startups, what am I building? Kung ano yung gusto nyo.
Mhm.
Okay? Who will I serve? Okay? That's part of the plan, kumbaga.
Mhm.
What is the promise I am making to my customers or clients and to myself?
So
Uh,
as a group, parang ganun.
Yes.
Okay.
And what are my objectives, strategies,
Very good.
or action plans? Yung mga ganun. So, to achieve my goals.
Okay.
So, kumbaga...
So you're giving him an advice on how to think of the answer na ibibigay niya. Okay.
And, yan, yun nga, maganda yung sinasabi niya na yung, kumbaga, self-awareness yung sinabi niya. So, okay. Pagdating naman kasi sa mga, tawag dito, group discussion, kung ano yung nasa isip mo. Siguro for me, kung ano yung skill na mai-contribute mo sa group ninyo. Okay? Kasi yung business plan, actually maganda yan, may business plan. Pero along the way, there are changes naman. Okay? Along the way, there are changes. Kumbaga, hindi lang ito yung focus natin. Magkakaroon yan, kumbaga yung tree, sanga-sanga.
Yeah.
Until you get there, kung saan yung gusto nyo. Okay? Hindi naman siya overnight talaga. Okay?
Yeah.
Through experience. And be willing to say who you are and what you do with conviction. Embrace and use most like the tools. Yung mga, kumbaga, gamitin nyo yung...
Saan ka magaling.
Oo.
Kung ano yung available sa inyo.
Yes, exactly. And then, it is important as well to remember that you are not alone. Kaya nga, business partners, 6 kayo. So, hindi lang sa'yo yung burden, kumbaga. So, like for us, for example, sa founders, 4 tayo business partners. So, sa 4 na yan or sa 6 na yan na business partners, may willing to take the risk. So, kumbaga, know your stand kung saan ka, sino yung magte-take ng lead.
What's your role in the
Yes, what's your role? Kasi hindi naman yan as business partner ka, ikaw na yung masusunod eh. So, always kayo. So, dapat may isa mag-stand out para at least mag-guide kayong lahat.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. All right. Thank you, Ryan. So there you go. Tapos na.
I think kinuha na ni Ryan
Jay,
lahat
so,
eh.
So Jay, do you have it? One of the best advice rather. Sorry, that
Sorry.
somebody can give you. Give it to you by Ryan, and he finished the podcast in what?
Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
good
guys.
job. So,
sorry.
thank you very much, guys. Good night.
It's a wrap.
Okay, so thank you very much, Ryan. Very nice inputs.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, to sort of do a quick summary ng sinabi ni Ryan, no? Basically, he gave you an idea na on how to break down your business. That way, magkakaroon ka ng better idea on how to answer such questions. Okay, Chris, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, so actually I can relate to his question, right? Because as I said before, there was a period where I didn't know what I wanted. The same thing, like I thought well, negosyo ka pa, may kita, may mas malaki kita ka sa empleyado, stuff like that, right? But I also recognize that money should not be, in my opinion, diba, sa akin, money should not be at the core of what I do. So I did go through a period na medyo panaguguluhan ako, ano ba talaga, and so on. So what I can advise basically is first, it seems like the way he phrased the question, like he also has like a sort of a not lack, but is not as confident as he should be. So him saying, giving reasons like he's the youngest, he's the least experienced. While it may be true, right?
Yes.
It does also affect your confidence.
Yeah.
It does. First, I think he should build that up. Say that his business partners, his 5 business partners, there's a reason why they got him in the first place.
That's right.
So since he's there, it will go through a process where he has to learn things, and that's okay. He's in that process. Second thing, if he doesn't really see where it's going, the business, that is true. As an organization, as partners, everyone should be on page on that. So they should be talking as a group on what the goal of the business is. And then also, if he doesn't see it right now, it can also be due to a lack of, as he says, knowledge or experience from the business. Because usually you can forecast, you can see the future of your business when you actually really know about it, right? You know it inside out. You know what possibilities there are. So that's also a possibility that he doesn't really know where the business can go or the opportunities because he doesn't really understand the business fully yet.
Okay.
Which is, again, not a bad thing. It's just that's how you
Part
start.
of learning.
It's just that you're not there yet.
Yeah, you're not there yet. And then he should also, in my opinion, or what I did, I looked at myself and what my personal goals are.
Yes.
Well, to be exact, I said in other podcasts that I look towards the kind of person I want to be, right? And then from there, I matched it with my business. Yeah, so that's what I did. And I remember also when I was reading his comments, I remember also there was a recent business opportunity, right? That that we invested in, separate from founders. And then I remember thinking that I want to pull back my investment.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So basically, backstory. Us business partners, we invest in something else, and then
It's an esports company.
it's an esports company.
It's not bad to say, Chris. So Chris and I and G, we invested in an esports company, an up and comer. Well, back then it was an up and comer. Now it's I can certainly say it's a pretty good investment.
Yes.
Pretty good deal.
Yes.
And Chris was sort of having thoughts as far as him going into that investment with us because you thought that
I thought that I couldn't give anything to the table. Like
yes,
I could not give value to that company. Like the only thing I'm gonna give is money, which I think
that's a big talent, Chris. Money.
yeah. I mean, of course they needed the money, so us being the investor, we're providing also that value. But to myself, I don't want to just give money. Like I want to give some sort of additional value.
Kung ano yung matutulong mo or something.
Yeah.
So more on the skill set department.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember telling RP and G that because I couldn't give any additional value aside from the money, then I would pull out. And then you guys convinced me or told me that you may not give value now, but doesn't mean that you won't get to a point where you can provide that value.
Correct.
So you have to sort of believe in yourself that that will become a possibility in the future. So
right.
I think it somewhat I feel that I can relate to it that way from that story.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
Good. Thank you very much, Chris.
Nice.
All right. Well, Jay, for me, so you did ask 2 questions. Now, your first one is when somebody asks you where you see this business going, you can't really come up with a good answer because you think, or because right now the only answer that you have is you want to make money. I mean, long and short of it is, do you want to get rich? You want to make money? You want to have a successful business? And your second question is, since that's the way you think, is that a bad way to think? Okay, so let me answer those for you. The first question is, and your answer na ang sagot lang naman talaga niya ay gusto ko magkapera. Gusto ko yumaman. Honestly, it's not a bad answer. Okay, a lot of people demonize the fact na kapag nagtayo ka ng negosyo and ang goal mo magkapera and wala kang, like what they say, I talked about this in another podcast if you remember. It's a very millennial thing to think na kapag nagtayo ka ng negosyo, kailangan meron kang tinutulungan eh. You need to be saving the rainforest. You need to be, saving one whale each sail, whatever. That's not always the case eh. It's good kung kaya mong gawin yun. But then again, not a lot of businesses as brilliant as they are able to do it now. See, Bill Gates, one of the biggest philanthropist ng buong mundo ngayon. Yes, he is one of those people na talagang dedicated a large amount of his money for curing, certain diseases, helping third world countries, all of that. But when Windows started, it wasn't the goal. That wasn't the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, when Windows started, it was just, to make a company, sell something, make profit. Okay? And a lot of people fail to realize, na the only way, no, not the only way, pero a lot of times, the most na you will be able to contribute to your community or to whatever the cause is na you want to contribute to is if you have a successful company to back that up. Kasi kung may successful company ka, you have the money, you have the means to do that. That's the only way, or that's one of the best ways where you will be able to do, yung mga sagot na, I want to do this company because I want to give back to the community, ganyan. So, to me, sa beginning, it's not a bad thing na ang sagot mo is you just want to make money.
Yeah.
Kasi it doesn't mean na 10 years from now, 20 years from now, ang sagot mo yun pa rin eh.
Yeah.
That's just the first box na you have to check.
That's right.
Now, once that box has been checked, pwede ka na mag-move on to your other boxes, which is, now, once I have a successful company, I know this town mula sa, sa probinsya namin, na nangangailangan ng whatever kind of support ang pinangangailangan nila, and I want to allocate some of my, income, my company's income, to that cause. Now, that's okay. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you may have a different answer to this question. But right now, especially at the onset, especially at the beginning, it's not a bad thing to say na ang goal mo lang sa kumpanya mo kumita ng pera. Okay? It's not a bad thing to say. It would be good kung meron ka pang additional na reason. But if wala, who's to say na that's not a good thing?
That's right.
Yeah.
What if ang reason mo buhayin yung magulang mo? What if ang reason mo para magbigay ng future sa mga anak mo? That's a a noble reason in itself. So nobody should judge you for that. So I don't think you should feel bad about that, Jay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay?
I agree.
Now, on to your second question. Na, ayun pala, actually, sinagot ko na eh. When you said, is that attitude bad? Yun nga, like what I said earlier. No, it's not a bad thing. Not at all. Okay? Now, what's a bad thing is, kung pumapasok yung pera niyan and you have the ability to help and you do not help, even then, hindi pa nga bad yun kasi it's your discretion eh.
It is.
Hindi pa naman din.
Oh, so hindi naman masama, but it would be better if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so like what you said, you are a young entrepreneur. You're the youngest in your group, and you're getting stressed right now from a simple question: where do you see this business going? And the only answer you can think of is, well, I want to make money. Okay, I'm here to tell you now, that is not bad. Okay.
Agree.
I'm glad na you follow us, you get values na nilalabas namin, and marami nagsasabi sa akin na RP, ang galing naman na you're doing all of this for free, you're helping entrepreneurs. Yes, I'm thank you very much for all those. I appreciate yung mga ganun ninyo, but I'll be perfectly honest, when I started my company, the original goal was to make money kasi syempre meron naman akong pamilyang kailangan buhayin.
Yeah.
Okay? But then when I started to get paid, when I got mine, so to speak, sa awa ng Diyos, kahit papaano, may onting sobra. And that's when I started to, go on my second journey na ang gusto ko na ngayon is to give back.
So are you saying that when was your reason for starting the business, the money as well to pambuhayin?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, ayun. Actually, you know what, Jay? You and I, we're very much the same. When I started my first company, Argonza Train, di pa nga, even AFS pa, my consultancy firm. When I started it, the sole reason really was not the sole reason, but the main reason, the main driving force behind that company is to make money para buhayin ang pamilya ko. Period.
Yeah.
I agree. I guess lahat naman siguro ng gustong
Correct.
pumunta sa business at first,
Yes.
yun yung mindset nila.
Yeah, kasi paano ka
Money.
tutulong kung wala ka namang kinikita?
Yes.
Diba? Not the only way, but certainly one of the easiest way to help whoever needs help is to take care of yourself first.
Yeah. It's easier when you have a lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly. It's easier when you have something to give, not necessarily a lot.
No, but meaning if you have enough funds or not even funds, even just a lot to give.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yun. So yun. Yeah, again. So Jay, you and I were very much the same when I was starting out. And I started my company, 24, 25? So medyo bata rin ako noon. Again, I don't know how young you are exactly. But if I would put you based on what I'm seeing in your picture, I'd put you somewhere around the same, no?
Yeah, that seems like it.
So right around that time, you and I, we had the same answer.
Galing pa siyang BPO.
Galing pa siyang BPO.
Oh, sabi niya din.
Sinabi ba?
Sa next.
Sa next. Oh, wow. See? Parehas pala kami. So when I started, it was the same thing. I just retired. Retired from the BPO industry, and I started my consultancy firm, a strategic business planning firm. And while my mission and vision was, and it is true till today, I do want to help entrepreneurs. I do want to help people who want to go into business, establish their business the right way. The initial reason for me going into that business is obviously to provide for my family. Now, thank God, medyo maganda ang tinakbo ng business na yan. I've trained and coached more than 1,000 entrepreneurs na. And now I can do all this free stuff, put out content out there free for people like you, Jay, and other entrepreneurs who follow us, na magkaroon sila ng guidance as far as what they're doing. We can do all this now. We can give back na because again, yung initial plan ko na kumita, nagawa ko. So it's easier now to do, to have a better answer now na, what's the company's goal? The company's goal is to help entrepreneurs. Kasi ngayon, honestly, medyo secondary na lang talaga yung pera. Obviously, it still is important. We need to have it. Kasi there are bills. This, although we put this out for free, this is not free. But we can, kahit papano, we're comfortable enough to say na the vision, the mission that we have does not, money does not outweigh the mission and vision we have, which is to help entrepreneurs. And we are in a very lucky position right now na we earn from doing, the thing that we love most, which is to help brands find their success.
Yeah.
That is right. Good.
Yeah, so there you go, Jay. I mean, I sent you a message pala, Jay. I told you to send me a message via the Facebook page at RP Argonza Official. So if you're watching now, please send me a message there because I wanna bring you in on something. We are for all of those who are listening right now, I'm gonna be coming out with a free branding webinar. Now we're gonna be doing it August 21 ba?
Yes, August 21.
Yeah, the first batch is August 21 kasi I launched it lang earlier today actually, ngayong araw na to. And it's a limited slot basis only, 80 slots lang, and right now nasa 30 na yata yung nag-register. So, ayun, and seeing your response, we're probably gonna come out with another batch after August 21.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for free. It's all about branding to help business. Again, this is for free, helping business owners with their branding strategy, branding story for their business, etc. And Jay, since you did say you just recently opened up a business, I would love to have you in that group. It's a free webinar. So send me a message via the Facebook page or even here at YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yes.
And we'll have you registered for that. All right.
Yeah. How about you're right. Do you remember your reason for going to business?
Isa din yun sa mga reason dati.
Yung
When I first opened up my business, dati, isa yun sa mga goal natin kasi I have a family na eh. So, yun. Actually, Jay, along the way naman, it will become clear kung ano talaga yung goals natin.
Yeah.
Along the way, it will become clearer and clear kung ano talaga. Yung tama yung sinabi ni RP na money is secondary na lang. Kasi kumbaga makikita mo na doon kung ano talaga yung
Eventually, I mean.
Yes, eventually yung value na mabibigay mo as a business owner.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. And as for now, yung sabi niya, yung bad attitude or something, or bad ba yun na magtanong or something, sa mga entrepreneurs. Actually, for me, it's not bad. Okay, to me, it's proactive yun.
Yeah.
Mas maganda, actually, mas maganda magtanong ka. Alright? Kasi, kumbaga, sabi mo naman, bago pa lang, kaka-open. So, marami pa tayong matutunan dyan.
Yeah. So there you have it, Jay. I mean, again, do not be too hard on yourself.
Yes.
To sum up, as we close this podcast, to sum up, it's not a bad thing. Really, it's I don't wanna, syempre, like what you said, medyo bata ka pa. Ayoko naman sabihin sa'yo na yung nararamdaman mo walang silbi yan. No, it's not that. It's just that don't be too stressed out about it too much. What I can tell you is almost everyone, if not in fact everyone who started the business, the number one reason, if not maybe ilan pa nga, the only reason is to make money. Okay, the helping, the contributing, the charity, all of that, it comes later. Yeah. Okay? Remember, you can only give when you have something to give. So it's not a bad idea and you want to build your empire first and then you want to, contribute.
Yeah.
Okay? So Jay, thank you very much for that question. We appreciate it. It's been a good 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah. It's something that I believe other young entrepreneurs like yourselves are asking themselves. So if there are other young entrepreneurs out there who feel the same way, again, it's not a bad thing to think when you build a company, you want to make money first. We're not saying that it's the only way that you're going to be thinking for the rest of your life. Because 5 years from now, you may have a different answer depending on how successful that company is. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourself, guys. And good luck on your journey.
So, Jay, message mo si RP. Dami ka matutunan dun.
All right. So, thank you for listening to the Founders Podcast, everyone. Again, if you want to ask us anything, if you want to engage, if you want to tell us anything, if you think there are things that we missed, please put them down below in the comments below. We would love to hear from you guys. Again, my name is RP.
It's Chris.
And Ryan.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.